What up, Splatheads, and welcome to Splat Chats, where the chats are brought to you by Splat. Hair color, that is. And today, I have a very lycanthropic guess. Is that the right word?
I'm gonna be so honest, I don't even know what that means. Because that's an awesome word and it's really big.
Lycanthropic, I think that refers to being like a beast, generally like a werewolf.
Wow.
Anyway, let me give you a proper introduction here. You may have seen him on the hit show Teen Wolf. You may have also mispronounced his name. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cody Saintgnue. That was the joke. That was the bit.
Oh, yeah. I was focused on giving the drum roll.
Oh, I appreciate it. You were totally in this up.
Yeah, I was. I was kind of
I was working this out in the car. I'm like, okay, I know because you specifically spell your name Saintgnue on your Instagram account.
Yes.
And do people like constantly mispronounce your name?
My whole life. It's so funny. I played basketball growing up, football, and it's really funny because every time the announcers would come on, they'd be like, "Shooting guard from XBA, we have Cody Saintgnue." I'm like, yeah, thanks. That gets me real hyped. And so and just part of the marketing of it, it's easier for the eyes to read and hear, and it makes sense. And so I just thought I'd do that.
It's very like name Saintgnue. Yeah,
it's actually French.
Oh, is it?
It's French.
Oh, okay. Are you fully?
Oui, je parle français un peu.
What? No.
I speak a little French.
Oh, okay. Got you. I don't.
No, that's alright. It's overrated.
Oh, is it?
No.
Yeah, I speak Spanish, but I mainly can fake it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, because I can do the accent really well.
Okay.
And so, like...
That's half the battle.
That is, yeah. I usually, will, be talking to a Spanish speaker, and they'll assume that I'm just full-fledged Spanish speaker, and it...
No way.
Yeah, it doesn't go very well for me. And they just found it out, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just do the official head-on.
Yeah.
And carrying.
Usually, half of it's in English, though.
Yeah.
I'll... They know, I think at a certain point they know, okay, this guy doesn't Yeah.
That's nice. Then they start speaking to you in Spanish, mean words, just to see if, you really know what's going on. And then they start, laughing with their other friends that know Spanish. And,
yeah,
and then you just kind of awkwardly walk away. And no, that's never happened to me.
Yeah. Well, I always, pretend to know what people are saying, because I always have a feeling they're saying, oh, that guy doesn't know what we're saying. We could say whatever we want. So I just go, people will be talking Spanish and be like,
yeah. Just give them the look, and then but that time we weren't talking about it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So I have to say, you are, you're kind of an elusive figure, I know, what a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
Considering you have, 24,000 Twitter followers, But no, usually when I do interviews, I like to, get some research on people and sort of, find out things about them. But I did do a lot of digging to compile a dossier for you, if you will. So, you're kind of new to the scene.
I am.
Right? Yeah. I mean, you just sort of broke out.
I really did.
Yeah.
Wow, it's funny hearing those words. It's true. I worked on house, as a kid. I did that, and then, I didn't work for 2 years. I worked on little things here and there, and then Jeff Davis really gave me my breakout role, I guess one could start to say, or at least leading up to that, and it literally was a overnight thing. Literally I did one episode, even leading up to it. I mean, my character was a trending topic before it even came out. It was the night of the first Teen Wolf, before the season even started. It was the night before, and I'm looking online. I was doing a little Q&A. I had 6,000 followers, and
wow,
and all of a sudden Brett just started trending.
Nice.
And it honestly humbles me so much. I really couldn't be more grateful.
Nice. Now, when did that? Because I actually met you in May.
Yep.
I didn't even know you were on Teen Wolf. You got my attention because they were putting blue hair chalk in your hair.
Yep.
And you had a presence.
Which was so fun, by the way. That was so dope. That was awesome.
You seriously rocked it well. I mean, I think you had a
you.
good hair artist working on you too, because she was like fading the blue up and everything. But I just stopped. I'm like, you have amazing hair. I like whatever that's good. You know what I mean?
That's what I said. I said, you know, I'm an artist, you're an artist. Just let your artistic freedom flow and let you see what happens.
Were you flirting with her, dude?
Maybe a little. Maybe a little.
Nah, it's all good. No, but that was back in May, because it was at the Popstar magazine party.
Yep.
Had you already had the role?
Yeah, I did. I was filming.
Okay.
I was very hush-hush about it. And I wasn't allowed to talk about it at that point.
I see.
And then, again, you know, fun fact about the show, I was supposed to get my head cut off the first episode.
Ooh.
Which is why I wasn't allowed to talk about it. And then, luckily, you know, knock on wood, and thank you, Jeff Davis, they really liked me.
They went back to the writer's room.
They went back to the writer's room, rewrote it.
Yeah.
And, you know, they gave me some more episodes. I can't say what, but, and then that's when I was allowed to release the Just Jared article about me, you know, joining the season.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's good you didn't... I've actually died on camera, I think, twice.
Oh!
So, a little low-budget stuff, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, it always, you know, you don't feel as appreciated.
No,
you know?
it's sad. It's like, you know, you work with these people, your character's dead. Like, it's just not a good situation.
Yeah. Well, no, you mentioned Jeff Davis, because one of the things I was going to ask you is, how did you land that role? Like, how did you get the role of Brett?
I auditioned. I went in. I met Jeff one other time, actually. And, you know, it was funny when I met him. I was at a friend's party, and I was talking about shows that I liked. And fun fact, I was actually a huge fan of Teen Wolf before I even booked it. And I originally started watching it because I was good friends with Tyler Posey, who is, you know, Teen Wolf. Started watching it, and I was like, wow, this is really great. And then, someone introduced me to him, and I said hi, and he goes, oh, so you like Teen Wolf? And I didn't know who he was at this point. I was like, yeah, I literally keep up with that and Breaking Bad at the moment. And he goes, huh, you know, I created Teen Wolf. And I was like, that says, I was like,
you said
what?
The right thing.
And I was like, I love your work. I think it's so cool. It's so badass. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that. But, you know, I think it's awesome. And then I got the audition and booked it.
Here you are.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I wanted to bring up, too, now I suspicioned... I don't know if that's a word. Suspicion.
We're going to say it is.
Yeah. I suspicioned that you weren't born in California, and the way I knew this was I was Twitter stalking you.
Okay.
Stalking.
Yeah.
What
was that?
I don't know. I like it.
That was like the alert, like the Batman sonar, but like...
That's going to be a Tumblr GIF. I just want to let you know.
Oh, perfect. That Antonio, people are gonna love that.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, great.
No, I'm sure you're used to people Twitter stalking you, of course, but I was Twitter stalking you, and I saw a tweet that said drinking a can of pop through a straw, and I'm like, this kid is not from California, because we do not. Behind the camera there.
I was just about to say.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've got a friend there. He does not call it pop.
No.
Or he doesn't call it soda, I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
So...
It's funny. I'm absolutely not from California. I'm from Ohio, and, you know, I'm Midwest, East Coast. It's still up in the air. What would you say?
I would say more east than Midwest.
That's what I would say, too. It's not in the mid. Every time, like, people are like, oh, Midwest, I'm like... But when I look at it, but you know, it's funny. But you know, back to that question, I'm a bit of a hybrid actually. Like, I really adapt to my surroundings. I call it both. I think I call it pop more, but definitely soda slips in because I'm almost like a parrot sometimes, and I hear soda so freaking much that it kind of is like, yeah, soda's pop. And a lot of the time, they don't even know what I mean when I say pop. So then I just advertently have to go back to the soda anyway. So I'm like, I might as well just talk the lingo of California anyway.
Well, I was actually born around Detroit, and yeah, we came here when I was like 2, so it never caught on for me. But my mom, she has what I like to call the Michigander, because she's got the gander, you know.
Is that what they call it?
That's what I call it. I don't know. But, you know, every A is like, she calls me ad, you know what I mean? And she's, do you want a soda pop? You know,
my God. I've been wondering what that was called for so long. I have a very good friend of mine. She's like an older sister. She's Jillian Rose Reed. She's on MTV's Awkward.
Yeah.
And she has that accent. And it's always like, do you want a can of pop? It's always like this, like, and I'm like, and I know her voice instantly every time I hear her. And so now I know.
Sort of like the I don't know, maybe you're too young for you ever watch Bobby's World cartoon show? No, you're a few years shy of that. That was more, but the mom, they're all from like, I don't know, Wisconsin. But they had that, you know,
kind of
yeah,
upper end, like,
yeah, you know, sort of thing.
That's hilarious.
So you're from what part of Ohio again?
Cincinnati, Dayton, yeah, like right in the...
Okay. And when did you come out to Cali?
I moved out to California when I was 14 years old with my mother.
Did you have dreams of acting or modeling when you moved out here?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was the whole intention.
Oh, really?
Yes. I was very fortunate with a very giving mother, a very nurturing mother. And I would be nowhere near I am without her. And I did a model and talent show in Texas, and I had to train my butt off for it. I had to practice singing, dancing, monologues, acting, all this stuff to prove to her. I went out to the show. It was the Mike Beatty Expo. I won a bunch of awards, moved out here, found out I booked the cover of that magazine that they have there, and then she was like, well, guess we're going to California.
And what was that like to, I mean, because you're 14 years old, you're going through the teenage thing, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you had friends out there that you were close to.
No, I mean, I had some. I was actually a very awkward, got picked on kid, actually. I was a real, I have a very interesting upbringing. It's definitely a lot different, and,
Wait, you're saying you were picked on?
Yeah.
You?
Oh, yeah.
You?
Me.
Mr. Muscles.
Mr. Muscles has not always been Mr. Muscles.
Okay, go on.
I mean, not to get into a sad story. I was adopted at the age of 9.
Oh, okay.
And I had I'm a street kid actually.
Really?
I'm a street kid, and so I was like the stinky kid in school. I had like, it sounds so depressing. I didn't have money for like toothbrushes. It was just a really crazy upbringing, and
holy moly.
When I got to Brenda, who's my mom who brought me out here, my adoptive mother, she literally gave me a whole nother chance at life again, and that's why you'll hear me say I'm always grateful for things, and I have a genuine gratitude for life, and that goes back to my past.
So, okay, hold that thought. We're going to go to a commercial break real quick, and I want to talk to you more about this. This is fascinating. It's like a rags to riches story. So,
kind of, yeah, dope.
We'll be right back with Cody Saintgnue after this message.
Splat chat.
Yeah, let's pretend like we're talking on the outro.
Shabam!
So you just told our audience that things are getting weird?
Things are getting weird.
Wonder what they're thinking.
I know. That's why I put ... Weird is awesome.
Yeah, oh, okay. No, I sort of like the open-ended...
Do you?
Yeah.
Good fans, they take you serious.
So, I had some other questions, of course, but you said an interesting... You were a street kid.
I was a street kid.
I mean... let me know if we're getting into any open wounds here.
No, not open wounds. I mean, my thing is I call myself an entertainer, and I also like to inspire, and I wear my heart on my sleeve. So, being a street kid, I had parents who, they did love me. I had a mom who loved me. Dad was not in the picture. He left when I was around 4. They had my mother was addicted to heroin. Wow. She was a drug addict. She was a private escort, and just, very neglectful. The problem was she couldn't take care of herself, so how is she going to take care of another human being?
Yeah.
And, kindergarten through, 2nd grade, I missed, 90 days out of 120 days of school, so I was, 3 years behind in my education. And, I had, 13 cavities, didn't have enough money for a toothbrush, didn't have a TV growing up. It was just, and the thing is, that's not different, though, from a lot of kids. My story is not different in that sense.
Yeah.
The difference is, what I did with my life. And that's what I want to emphasize on, because there's thousands upon thousands of kids, that go through that stuff, that are currently going through that stuff, and I want to let them know, you can change your situation.
Yeah.
I literally was a street kid. I was a little, I was a little street kid. So, yeah.
By the way, for someone who has 13 cavities?
Yeah.
Your teeth are sparkling.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank God that they were baby teeth.
Yeah, exactly.
No, really, it was actually. These are all my real teeth.
Yeah.
And I use Crest white strips. Shout out to Crest.
I don't think we're going to be making toothpaste soon. So.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But geez, that is a story. That is a total American dream story. You were a street kid with 13 cavities. You had family issues. You were adopted, and now you're on MTV Teen Wolf. That's amazing. And the crazy thing is, I keep bringing that up. You're not done. Obviously, you're what? You just turned 21.
Just turned 21, yeah.
You're just starting, and you've already. High five. I don't know what else to say.
It's.
I didn't go through that. I grew up in the suburbs.
Yeah. Hey, and you know what? But the thing is, everybody has their problems, and to people who are from the suburbs, there was a girl that I dated, and she was literally the complete opposite of me. She had never had family problems, but still, different degrees of, what you're used to and what you've been through. Everyone still feels the same. So, to me, I don't really know how to explain it, but, just what I've seen is, definitely everybody has their problems. Everybody has struggle. And it may be different than yours and ours, but, we still feel and we all, still have pain.
Well, I'll tell you, my parents got rid of cable when I was 9, and it was a traumatic ordeal for me. So
what?
No.
Wait, really?
They did actually, yeah.
Why? I want to know this. Now that the interview's on you.
I know. Oh, man. This is about you, Cody. No, they just, we had basic cable, but we got, this is total first world problem. You just told me this huge story.
Hashtag first world prob.
First world probs, yeah. No, they did because, I guess, they didn't want us watching a lot of the stuff that was on at that time.
Really?
Yeah. This is probably in 94, so...
Wow. No Rocket Power?
Different. No, I missed out on a lot of that.
Oh!
Yeah. I think the last show I really remember watching was Salute Your Shorts, which you probably don't remember.
No, I didn't have the TV. Don't rub it in my face. Jesus. I'm just...
What? Yeah, I was going to say... Oh, man. We all have our problems, Cody.
Everybody.
So, yeah. I know. Considering now that Teen Wolf was your breakout role, I guess it's one of your... If you go on your IMDb page, you are known for Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
And it's what's relevant right now in your career especially. What was it like day one on the set of Teen Wolf?
Oh my God.
Let's get personal here. I know you're usually supposed to say, oh, it's great, I love working with these people, da-da-da, and I'm sure you did have those experiences, but were you like a little intimidated? Were you?
I wasn't intimidated, honestly. Like, I actually get like emotional thinking about it.
Oh, really?
I really do, because like I was just beaming with happiness and great. Like, I know it sounds so probably cheesy, like a broken record, but I was just so happy. I knew Tyler, and we took acting classes together for a long time. We both went to Gray Studios, and it was like the first acting class I ever took. And, you know, I wasn't intimidated because, like, you know, I have the mindset of, like, everyone is equal. We're all here to collaborate on a great piece. And, you know, they clearly have me here for a reason. It was, you know, it was unbelievable. Like, you know, to book a hit TV show, I mean, and with werewolves and so prominent right now, it's so well done. I mean, Jeff Davis, you know, he, you know, created Criminal Minds as well. Like, it was just so cool. It was unbelievable.
Wow. Okay.
It was unbelievable. You know, like working with, you know, with Dylan O'Brien, like he's just absolutely so talented. I was definitely in awe of everyone. Like, I had such a respect, you know, for them, because, you know, they created this show from nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you even look back to season 1, they didn't have a huge budget, yet look at it now.
Right.
So
you pretty much had an awe shield around you.
I did.
Blocking anything that could possibly throw you off.
Yeah. I'd say the worst thing that threw me off, if any, you know, and I don't mean to sound, it's not like I'm super confident, it's just like, I did the work. I really worked hard on my stuff. You know, I called Dylan Sprayberry and Mason Dye before we were supposed to shoot. And we all got together and went over the roles and before shooting. And so I felt so prepared, and I was just so focused so.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I was Twitter stalking you. And I saw that you had a vision board. And I have a few questions about some of the items on there, but you tell me about that first. Like, you seem to be very into it.
I am. I highly recommend it. I highly advise it. You know, I'm a big believer in visualize to materialize. I'm always about, you know, your thoughts. You know, your life is what your thoughts reflect. And you know, if people say, oh, you can't just manifest things from thoughts, well, it's like, well, then if you look at it as just choosing to focus on something else, it's going to be more prominent in your life anyway. Yeah. You know, it's like, I want to see more blue cars on the road. Well, those blue cars were always there, that you just didn't focus on it. I want to have a better career. Well, you just focus on it, you're going to have a better career. You want to make it ABC. And for the vision board, you know, it's very much about having your goals in front of you constantly. Yeah. In your face, your dreams, things that get you riled up. Like, when I look at that board, I get riled up. And I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready to set out what I need to do. And I just think it's healthy. I think it's creative. I think it's, if anything, it inspires good things. It just makes you feel good.
I'm imagining you right now in front of your vision board, like, yeah! You know.
You know, it's so funny.
You said riled up, you know.
You don't even know. There's times where I will literally just look at my vision board and I'll be like, woo! Like, I would just literally get so geeked up, and I'm like I get so hyped.
Really?
It's like I've literally, like, in that moment gotten it, and like there's this overwhelming emotion, and then I'll usually be jamming some like Pandora Kanye Can't Tell Me Nothing station, and I'm like, you can't tell me nothing.
Nah.
So
wait till I get my money right.
I get my money.
Interesting, fascinating, in fact. Now, in regards to one piece on your vision board, you have the movie poster to As Good As It Gets.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Jack Nicholson. I've, you know, found out A, he's a Gemini, so I was like, Gemini's up. And B, I relate to him. His style of acting, he's kind of crazy. He's out there. He's got this kind of like little mischievous smile going, and I really liked that movie, and you know, he's also a legend.
Yeah.
Which is a word that I have on my vision board.
Yeah.
And, you know, I plan on sticking around for a very long time. It's not a one and done. And when I think of Jack Nicholson, I think of longevity. Respectful longevity. And that's what inspires me.
I thought you were perhaps saying, don't ever be like the dog. You know? Don't you ever be like me.
What I got, the moral of that movie is if you want anything in life, keep a bag of bacon in your pocket.
Yeah.
You get what you want.
And obsessive compulsive disorder can make life hard, you know?
A little bit.
A little bit hard.
Just a little bit.
Do you have a favorite Jack Nicholson movie?
I would have to say As Good as It Gets.
Oh, okay.
I think it was really cool. You know, I need to watch more of them. I went through like a movie watching phase.
Okay.
You know, again, I didn't grow up with a TV, so like watching TV and movies isn't like in my vernacular, but I need to because I'm an actor. I need to learn from other greats, but you know, I need to catch up on more. Like, you'd be surprised, there's a lot of great, like, legendary historic movies that I have not seen.
Oh, yeah. But you did go through a movie. Did you go through, like, a Jack Nicholson?
Not Jack Nicholson, just, like, my friend who, his name's Alan Liang. He was in my acting class, and he just told me, like, dude, you need to watch these movies. Mm-hmm. And one of them was As Good as It Gets. And I love that movie. Excuse me. Put that
I see you really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is good as good as the interview gets. You know?
Well, as good as it gets. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
Throwing up over As Good as... No, I really like that movie.
I really like that movie, and, you know, I went through watching a lot of very classic movies that, like, Raging Bull. That's
cool.
Probably my all-time favorite
One
movie.
of my favorite Scorsese movies, actually, yeah.
Yeah, because I like boxing. Again, I was a street kid, so, like, we used to just box for fun. Yeah. And so when I saw the boxing, I was like, that's awesome.
That's why, before the interview, you were telling me to hit you in the stomach.
Yeah. I was flexing my alpha male dominance.
Yeah. Go on, hit me in the stomach.
Come on, hit me. I can take it. I can take it. Dude, I don't
want to do it. I don't want to.
Dude, I was just trying to shake your hand. I'm Adam. Remember me? Yeah.
I don't know, maybe some of the audience have seen Raging Bull too, so they can get the reference.
Hopefully, otherwise they're like, Cody.
What?
Kid.
I'm a wolfie.
Cody.
No, I'm just
I'm a wolfie. Dude, he's really method acting. He's like taking the wolf into interviews.
Yeah, no, he does not break character. Okay, very cool. You know, before I move on, I'm a big fan of classic movies. What other ones did you happen chance to watch?
What else did I watch? There was another one with Jack Nicholson, actually, but I can't recall. What are some other classics that I really liked?
Is it The Shining or One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
No.
What was that other one where he was a writer?
Is it really... I hope it's not cliche if I say this, but I really liked... I don't know if it's not considered a classic yet because it hasn't been around long enough, but I really liked Silver Linings.
Oh, okay.
I know that I don't know if I know it doesn't count as a classic. Again, I need to learn from you. You know the classic fan. You're like, oh, I love the classics go, and I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Well, it's always good to see a young person dive into, especially an actor, because like that's really where you can, you know, harness your craft, I believe, in studying the greats. Like, I went on a John Wayne kick for months.
Wow.
Just even the bad ones. Watch all the John Wayne movies. So,
dude, I'm gonna have to learn from Adam. I want you to write down a list of movies you think I should watch.
I will.
That's awesome.
Let's go to commercial real quick. We'll be right back with Splat Chats with Cody here, Cody, and let's do a funny like thumbnail.
Splat. Put it on your head.
I'm wondering if the tapping is going to pick up on that mic.
Oh.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Okay. We are back with a Splat Chats. Okay, so we were talking about the vision board, as good as it gets. Now, I've seen a lot of your, of course, I'm Twitter stalking you, Instagram stalking you. I've seen a lot of pictures of you working out, pictures and videos on Instagram. And holy moly, dude. I'm not going to lie, the first time I met you, the first time I interviewed you, I was kind of, because I do a lot of sitting now, in the office. So It's like, it's catching up to me,
Right.
I was, I've been working out, and I have to say, like, when I met you, I was, like, interviewing him, like, holy gosh, like, this kid is, like, a beast, and I'm getting, I don't want to say fat, but I'm getting there.
No.
So I have to say, you did inspire me to work out.
Well, thank you. That's awesome. That's very flattering. Thank you.
Thank you. So, you changed my life. Hey. In fact, I didn't just come here to interview you. I came here to fight you.
You came here to fight me.
I came here to fight you.
Well, if it's a battle you want, it's a battle you'll get.
Uncle.
Yeah, I'm your uncle.
So anyway, now, okay, everyone knows you're a beast. What is your workout routine? I mean, how many hours? Like,
I mean, I'll tell you, it's consistency. It's consistency. I've been working out literally since I was like 15.
Oh, okay.
I've had a trainer since I was 15, and it's a lot of it. Especially the first 3 years that I was working out. Lately I haven't had to as much because when I was younger I'd just burn off the muscles so fast because I was so freaking young. And so I mean, it would be an hour and a half, 2 hours, like Monday through Friday.
Really?
It's really something that I had to build, and my genetics are more on the thin side. I'm French and Cherokee, so like. We're naturally wiry people, and so to keep that mass, lots of protein, and it's hard work. Yeah, it's hard work.
How much can you bench now? Or I mean,
I like max out.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I can do 4 plates total bench.
For now.
So it's like 45, 45, 45, 45 on the bar.
Kidding me?
I swear.
Oh wait, 45, 40, 40. Okay, so 2 on each side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
45, the bar, and then 45.
Oh, okay.
So it's like 225.
Yeah. And how, like, when you're doing consistent reps, like,
Yeah.
how much are you pushing usually when you're not maxing?
Again, it depends on the workout. Your body, you always have to change it up. And, like, there's some days where I'll be doing max outs. There's some days where I'll do, sets of 20, sets of 12. It really depends on, your body's like a temple, and you need to adjust to it, what it needs.
And I imagine having the beast body, it's appropriate to call you a beast because you literally play a wolf. So, careful, GIFs, remember, or GIF files. We'll be pulling a lot of GIF files from this.
That's hilarious.
I imagine, it does help in the auditions, especially with a role like this, How does that go into play? Do they want to know, like, details on that?
Do you mean the fans, the producers?
Producers, yeah.
I mean, it's one, Teen Wolf, I think it's very well known for its fit cast. They definitely like their, guys and girls to be in great shape. They offer and do have trainers on the set that, it just goes to show how much Jeff really cares about this show. He literally built from his own pocket a whole gym on the set and hires a trainer to come in and train people. And so it is, I mean, if you're going to be a beast wolf or some supernatural creature, I'm sure you're going to have an extra couple cuts in there.
Absolutely. I mean, I guess I'm sort of skirting around the issue or the subject. Do they literally like, okay, you audition great, now take off your shirt, spin around, we got to check it out.
I think
how does that work?
I don't know, to be honest. I think when you go into an audition like that, you probably go in showing off the goods a little bit, depending on your market. So maybe you're wearing a tank. There's a little Michiganian there. A tank. Maybe you wear.
I love it.
You'll go in wearing either a tight fitted tank or a loose one to show off, your lats and all that. I think they can, you can tell if someone's, if they're trying to show off the goods, what they got, if that's what you need.
Yeah, yeah. And you play Brett, is it Talbot? Is that his name?
Yeah, Talbot. Yeah.
Is he, I don't remember, is he like a junior, senior, what's his character?
They haven't necessarily told me. I believe he's, I went to school with Liam, Dylan Sprayberry. Yeah. And, so I would imagine, we're in the same grade, freshman, maybe I'm a year above. Okay. But those details are, they have not been released.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I imagine being someone who's really in love with you right
seriously,
now.
Shut up!
Yeah.
I'm trying to talk.
You have tattoos.
I do have tattoos.
And I've seen the promo shot for you is where you're shirtless and there's people drooling over you. Which you're used to, I'm sure.
Thank you.
So, like, how long is the process to cover up the tattoos?
Not too bad. It's like 15 minutes.
Does it sweat off ever?
No, they do a very good job of making sure that it doesn't, and it sticks to your skin and every hair follicle.
Yeah.
So when you move your wrist at all, it's like... and you're like, all right, I didn't need that patch of hair.
Yeah.
I love just having a patch of hair missing. It's cool. It's a new thing.
Well, because you see a lot of actors with tattoos, and you always think like, wow, like how do they get? But obviously they're covering them up.
They're covering them up. Yeah. They do a great job. I think if they can transform a human being into a wolf, they could cover a couple tattoos. Yeah,
no, I'm sure. I always wonder though, does the producer think, that's going to take that much money out of makeup?
No, it depends sometimes, I'm very responsible. I go to my auditions and I cover my tattoos almost every time. Yes, I do it myself. It's out of respect, out of courtesy, I don't want something to throw them off.
Yeah.
It doesn't take that long, but for some of them, maybe in a very, I want to say, older generation of Hollywood maybe wouldn't want to deal with it. But, tattoos are so prominent now. So many artists have them that I think they kind of have to, the business is shifting a bit, and people are learning to work with it.
Mm-hmm. You think there's ever going to be a time where they're like, did great in the audition, but we're really looking for someone who's got, some real tattoos.
Yeah. I book a lot of modeling jobs just because I have tattoos.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes, I'm signed to Next Models, and so, I get a lot of book-ons because they like my tattoos, and, but for the acting world, that would be interesting.
Well, you're not lacking photos, for sure. Everyone knows you got the tats going on, but it's
no sense in hiding them.
Yeah, funny universe where it's like, he looks too fresh-faced. We need someone with some tats.
That'd be dope. I would love that. That'd be dope.
Speaking of modeling, so you were modeling first, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now you're acting. What's the transition like? Are you going to? As you start gaining more face, even more face, I should say, you're probably going to do less modeling gigs, no? Or it's going to be different somehow, right? You're not going to be a faceless model, basically.
No, I definitely think it'll help. Modeling is it's still a big part of my career, and it's cool, it's fun. Mm-hmm. I would like to do some maybe oversee campaigns.
Oh, okay.
That'd be ideal.
Mm-hmm.
And do some just really big campaigns with it.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the transition, I got into modeling because I wanted to impress a girl. And I was like...
Really?
Yeah, this was the girl that got me into everything, actually. Her name's Erin Bittner. Oh, my God.
Tell me about this. This is interesting.
Oh, my gosh, this is crazy. Oh my gosh. Having a moment, because like it's so crazy. We both dreamed of, well, she dreamed of going out to California and then turned me on to the idea of it. I always thought she was so pretty, and I was like, man, if I booked an Abercrombie cover, like I'm sure she'd date me. And so, I told you, man, I was an awkward kid. Like I was, and so I went to this agency, and then the agent looked at me and goes, "Kid, you got a face for pilots." My mom's sitting next to me. I say, "I don't want to drive airplanes." and she was like, "Sweetie, he means TV pilots." I was like, "Yeah, I'm still not following. I
I
don't know
can't play
what
a pilot. I'm too young."
Yeah, it didn't make sense. So blah blah blah. Then that's what led me to the Mike Beatty Model in Town Expo show, and I trained, and then came out here and started off modeling. I had a lot of built-up emotion, as you could imagine, from a kid, growing up as I did, and lots of others, and acting was a huge release for that.
Yeah.
So
I see.
that was a transition.
What have you modeled for so far, by the way?
I did Korea Vogue.
Mm-hmm.
I've done Converse. I just shot Métier collection, and I have a very secret project that I shot 3 days ago, and let's just say a huge...
Don't get in trouble, Cody. I don't...
Yeah, let's just say he's a huge pop star, and it's going to be a big line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all I can say.
Enough said. I don't need to get a letter from your management saying you got to shut down the interview.
No.
So we've got to take you to the sponsors real quick. Splat Chats with the Chats are brought to you by Splat Hair Color. I can't be changing the name, I guess. Trademark. Additional support for Splat Chats is brought to you by Make It Straight. Get perfectly straight hair, formaldehyde-free, and one easy application. Best part, it lasts up to 20 shampoos. Click the link below to see a quick tutorial on how this amazing product works. Thanks for watching, and now back to Splat Chats. Woo! Yo, yo. Hey, yo, back to Splat Chats with Cody Saintgnue, a.k.a. Brett Talbot.
Talbot.
Okay, so earlier we were talking about, okay, you're 21 now. You've just started your career, basically. I sort of was fascinated by you because, you had a presence, and I was like, this kid is going somewhere. And then I found out, he's already working on Teen Wolf. There you go.
That's very sweet.
Well, what character or role do you want to play someday as an actor? Like, what's your dream role? And maybe you can't play it now because you're not the right age or whatever, but is there a character from a movie that you really like that you're like, I want to play that guy someday?
It's funny. I had 2 of them. So far, I've got to use them. I've got to book them.
Wow.
One of them, I was like, I would like to do a supernatural werewolf vampire. Mm-hmm. The other was a kid who has, autism or like a handicapness, and I was on House. I haven't thought about that, actually. But thinking about it now, I don't know if this is weird, but I'd like to play, like, maybe a drunken, depressed lawyer who, like, kind of goes around, like, the Blacklist type who, like, almost like a Better Call Saul from Breaking Bad, but on the darker side, like, more of a grittier, not so... Cause, don't get me wrong, that's a gritty show.
Yeah.
But they also have some nice very great comedic relief in it, and, maybe, like, something like that, like a very, maybe, like, a 30-year-old, something like that. That'd be cool, like, the scruff. That'd be cool. I need that scrub. Oh, there it is!
There's another gift for you. This kid's giving me gold. So gift gold. Yes, you're not the first to experience beard envy.
I believe it. It's dope. I can only go so far, and then it just is like, stop. No, literally, like, it stops growing. Like, it doesn't...
Oh, I thought you were saying someone's like, dude, stop.
Okay. Like... okay, both.
Yeah. Like, it's not going to happen. No. You got it going on. It is the one thing. The thing is, if I shave it off, I look like a little kid.
Yeah, keeping the masculinity of the, older,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
Especially now, I've been working on my body, so it's
Oh,
like...
snap.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But, it's funny, if I could take it aside here, when I am working out, I don't know if you experience this, like, people will be like, oh, flex, and it's like, but of course, you know what I mean? But, like, when I'm actually at home by myself looking in the mirror, I'm like, oh my god, I got pecs, and I see my abs, oh my god, I'm gonna look like Cody Saintgnue pretty soon.
You're so funny.
But no, I feel like a little girl going through, like, developing woman. You know what I mean? When I'm a guy.
It's like, oh my god, I'm seeing it's the results.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, dude, it's like, fitness is literally one of my trainers told me, it's a, 24/7 lifestyle.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, and, you have to diet. Diet's like more than half of it, and then you work hard, and, it's gratifying seeing those results, and, it makes you feel good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's funny, like, I'll be posing in the mirror, I'll be like, what's my angle? What's the right angle? And I was like, okay, is the lighting on? Okay, we got good lighting. All right, for sure. Personal photo shoot.
Yeah, totally. Just selfies whenever possible.
Yeah.
No, and I go through the same thing. So in fact, my fan base, we've recently had a fascination with the word bae, B-A-E.
Yeah.
And at first it was sort of like, oh, what? Ew, why are people saying that? And then it's like, well, if you can't beat them, join them. Now, I don't even have to ask. I know you've been called bae constantly. This is such a pedestrian question. Forgive me. But what is that word? How do you feel about that word? Being a bae yourself.
Being honest, I don't like it. I like the intention. I'm very flattered actually by the intention. I love the intention of the word. I love the meaning behind the word. I love that. I think it's it's so cute, and it's very endearing coming from fans, and I love it. But to me, if I'm being so honest, it just goes to show that I feel like our generation is so lazy and we'll do anything to cut corners. And it's like, why can't you just have the B? That's
the thing. I thought the same thing.
I'm like,
and I thought that was weird because people are saying like, you are bae, and I'm like, don't you mean you are a bae?
You just left two of the
2 letters out.
A, B, the first 2 letters of the freaking alphabet out. Like what?
But it actually means something. It's an acronym. Is this new information to you? I don't know.
I've heard this once, but not like this is definitely a surprise.
Not as intensely. Let me tell you what bae is here,
I've
sir.
heard you say it's an acronym. It's an acronym, but I've never actually gotten the acronym. Is this correct information?
This is. I would not give you false information, sir.
Wow.
I've done my research.
Yeah.
It means before anyone else. So when they are saying you are bae, they're actually saying you are before anyone else.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it also, in Danish, it actually means poop. Which everyone brings up.
I don't even know how to respond to that. That's
there's
hilarious.
nothing you can't say.
Yeah, you can't.
You're either before anyone else or you're poop.
That's awesome. Wow, I had no idea about that. That's makes it even more flattering and cute. So if it's an acronym, then I don't mind. Actually, I don't have nothing to say about the whole taking out the B thing. Then that's
now
cool.
It's totally disarmed you.
That's cool. It actually really has. Now I'm like, oh, dope.
You're welcome, Wolfies. I call my boss bae just because I did our first interview and we were talking about it. And so from then I'm like, hey, bae, I'm gonna be in LA interviewing Cody, and she's like, don't call me bae. I'm like, it's totally appropriate because I do your bidding before anyone else. Woo! And she was actually like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I was like, part of this organization is I try to be efficient, and when I do that, not only is it with my work, but it's also with my vocabulary.
My wordplay, absolutely.
Yes, the time is money, people.
Yeah. So I'm glad we could clear up that, and you have a new appreciation because you get called it a lot.
I am married to the fandom. I told him that, and I love them to death.
Very cool. Now, you're not, I don't know how much you want to answer about this, but you're not actually married currently.
No.
Is there
legally no.
Legally no. You can't write.
In my heart.
Yes. You can't write fandom P public off on your taxes.
No, I literally only have about 20 rings that even if I were to put on like 20 wedding rings on like 10 on my toes.
That would look sick though. You look like Mr. T or something.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Hey, maybe we're onto something.
Yeah. I like that idea. But again, this is so super pedestrian, but a lot of people like to know. And again, you don't have to answer it. But is there a bae in your life currently?
Is there a bae? There is not a bae. I am absolutely single, and definitely more than open to a new bae coming into my life.
Interesting. And is this one of those things where the actor has to keep?
No, this is very genuine. No, very genuine. I do not have a girlfriend. I do not have a girlfriend at all.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I have time for one really though.
Yeah.
But they always say you can make time, so maybe if one came into my life that inspired me so much.
Bays? He's available.
Are you out there? Because I'm right here.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was one of those things where, sometimes they don't like to tell because it's...
No, my heart is literally with no one, and I'm not dating anyone. My heart is open.
Very cool, very cool. He said that with such a dreamy look in his eye, too. It's like, my heart is open.
My heart is
open. You have great facial expressions. When you were telling me that the guy interviewing you or auditioning you said you had a face for pilots.
Yeah.
You turned to me. The camera didn't see it, and you did this thing. You're like, I can't be a pilot, And it was like,
a pilot?
Yeah, you totally had that star. Like, if only I had the chance to do a smash zoom on you. We'll have to remind me to do that later.
Boom.
Yeah.
It's the slow-mo.
Yeah. Cody actually walks regularly in slow motion, believe it or not. So
no, actually, believe it or not, I really do.
Yeah, this interview we actually I'm moving really fast. Or slow, I should say. Yeah, we had to speed it up because you just have that presence too. So
it's funny. Actually, I walk very slow naturally.
Really?
No, like I have these long grasshopper legs, but. You will always find me in the back of my group of friends walking because I'm just in my own world. I'm always thinking and I'm always just analyzing the world, and I'm just like this is like me. I'm like a sloth. So yeah, and you
hang from trees occasionally, eating leaves as well.
I'm like a lemur, cat, sloth, duckbill, platypus.
Speaking of grasshopper, while we were off camera, I asked if you could do any impressions or anything, and you said you can actually do an impression of a cricket.
Yes, this is how I get myself out of awkward situations or really bad jokes. You just say, da 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 da, huh? No? No again? Alright, well, nice meeting you guys, and I'm glad you don't like my jokes. And then you just leave and never go back to that spot again.
Oh, that's perfect.
So yeah.
Oh man, that's great. You do it so well.
Well, a lot of awkward situations will make you think to get out of them.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm leaving again.
If only someone would do that to me when I get on a bad string of jokes.
Just have some guy follow you behind you and you just nudge him to it.
Yeah.
Mr. Q.
Can I talk to your agent? Are you available to follow me around?
Yes. My people will talk to your people, and we'll get together and have a nice chat.
We'll have a conversation. Yeah.
We'll have a nice conversation like normal civilized people.
Have you seen The Sopranos?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I'm Italian.
Oh, you are. So you're French and Italian and Cherokee.
Yeah. Actually, I'm a mutt.
Yes, clearly.
I'm a mutt. No, like I'm a werewolf on TV. No.
Right. That too.
No, but literally, nationality. Yeah.
There we go with the words. Before I get carried away with bad jokes and heavy wordedness, let's get back to the fandom. You're doing a special thing now.
I am, and I told my beautiful, wonderful fandom that I had a surprise that I was doing just for you guys. And what I'm going to do is Fan Appreciation Fridays. And, you know, I always talk about appreciating the fans because I do. Like, literally, you guys, you know, keep me around. You guys are always sending me the sweetest things, and you guys are always there for me. And to show that, you know, one of the ways I want to show that appreciation is at the last Friday of every month, we're going to do Fan Appreciation Fridays. And what's going to happen is I'm going to my P.O. box, and I'm going to grab all the letters and stuff that you guys send me. I'm actually currently wearing 3 things. These are from fans.
Really?
I told them that I was going to wear them on this interview.
Oh, awesome.
And so, you know, all these are from different girls, and they told me the stories behind them.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very sweet. I've even brought, you know, the letters that I just went for my first time to pick up the letters. And so, yeah, Fan Appreciation Fridays, the last Friday of every month. And I will be reading the letters. I will be posting them. I will be responding back to you via Twitter on them. And so, yeah, you know, that's one of the ways I want to show I appreciate you guys, and I love you.
That's so sweet. One thing I like to do, and I don't quite have the fan base for it, but I like...
Yet.
Yet. Maybe one day, once I get my Bay status up a little bit. No. I actually like to challenge my... I got it to work once. We had this refrigerator in our office, and it was just blank. And I'm like, I'm going to ask people to send me art. And they did, and I covered the whole fridge with art. I wonder, is there any weird thing we could ask your fans to do? Like take a picture of themselves standing on their head?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the fans are literally some of the most committed people I've ever met and
anything
interacted with.
Come to mind that we would like to challenge them to?
To challenge the fans? I mean, dude, they could do anything. I mean, they can trend topics for me. They will do anything. I mean...
Can we have
I like, you know, the planks? Do you remember the plank phase?
Yeah.
Maybe we be like, send us your planks in the most bizarre places. Maybe that would be it. I don't know.
Yeah. Would they have like a sign or something, or would they
hashtag planking for Splat chat?
I love it. So send Cody or I, whoever you want, Splat Hair. We're also follow us at Twitter at Splat Hair Color. By the way,
Splat Hair Color. Follow them. They're so dope.
Thank you. Send us pictures of you guys planking for Splat chats, but don't just do it for Splat chats. For the chats are brought to you by Splat Hair Color. That is. Do it for Cody.
Yeah, just use that hashtag, and you know, we'll retweet it. And, you know, we challenge you to a plank off. Maybe we'll make it a plank off. Who can make the weirdest, bizarrest planking location?
Yeah.
Within safe boundaries. Don't do nothing
Don't
on buildings.
do anything
nothing that's
crazy.
going to hurt yourself.
Yes.
Please
be
do not
safe,
do that.
Please. We don't want to see anything bad happen to you guys. That would be terrible because of our stupidity.
Yes.
Mine specifically because I brought it up.
And I have a lot. I just ran with it and then tripped.
The headline, you know, the headlines would make you out to be the good guy. To be local hair dye admin tells people to stand on their heads in traffic. You know. Cody Saintgnue, victim of this crime.
Another big moron.
They got to keep you on. You know, they didn't kill you, so. I understand. Hey, the show must go on. Okay, so again, long-windedness. Let's jump into some of these tweets. We had some weird ones, and I do.
Do you want to use my phone from because
sure. I mean, I got a few here.
Oh, you do got it. Oh,
got
perfect.
A few screen caps, but I'll definitely.
No, perfect.
Okay, hold on. I don't want to start too weird because there are some weird.
Let's get
ones.
weird.
First of all, Slay Anosa asked me to tell you to follow her because she'll get me a pizza, and I like.
Oh
pizza.
Wow! Well, we need to make that happen. If someone's going to buy my friend a pizza, I have to follow them.
I'll be sure to put the address on where you can send that pizza.
Yeah. What brand?
You know, I don't know. My company start making pizza someday. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's start with a sort of a light one. So, just how many bandanas and pairs of sunglasses do you wear? And this comes from Stephanie Goulding, which is at FPVS.
Oh, Stephanie Goulding. It's somebody they pop up on my notifications, and I know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
I have maybe 2 pairs of maybe 2 to 4 pairs of sunglasses, and I probably have about 15 to 17 bandanas.
Okay.
In about every color you could imagine.
I see. Do you coordinate them with your outfits?
Sometimes, yes. Yes, actually. I'm a big advocate of bandanas. I love bandanas. I think they're so cool.
Are you still not supposed to match your accessories with your outfit? Is that still a thing?
Yeah, we went through a phase. I've always been a matchy-matchy type of person. That whole, like, where you throw that random thing in there to throw it all off. Like,
yeah.
I'm more of, like, I like everything to go together.
Yeah. I remember watching Sex and the City years ago, and one of the women had, like, pink shoes, and she had, like, a, blue dress. Or no, it was even crazier than that. And I'm like, why is she... And she had a yellow handbag. I'm like, she's not coordinating. And they're like, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to coordinate. And I'm like, okay.
No, I've always been a coordinator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the next question here. This one is really weird, and I like it. If you could be a girl for a day, what would you do and why? And this comes from Danielle, which is at Danielle Marie.
At Danielle Marie. If I could be a girl, who would I be, or what would I do?
Yeah, what would you do and why?
Oh, what would I do and why? If I was a girl, what would I do and why? I would probably,
I think you would need more than a day to even get over that.
Yeah, like, I mean,
you're not going to leave the house for a day.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if we're jumping into the reality of it, my first thought, for some reason, yeah, I was in a hypothetical where, like, all right, I have boobs now. This is weird.
Yeah. My career depends on the way I currently look, so now I'm a woman.
I go back to the team. So, Brett, we've had a character change. He's now a woman.
Look, there's problems you run to your agents.
When you first asked me that question, the first thing I visualized myself is cradling in a dark closet, not knowing what happened.
Horrified.
Like, what?
Yeah. Not knowing, am I going to turn back? What...
I call Mel Gibson and be like, yo, give me that formula that changed you back from that movie.
Yeah. I mean, I can't even deal with change on the most, pointless level.
Do you have a problem with change?
I've got to embrace it. So I'm working.
It happens whether you like it or not.
Yeah, exactly. So I like this one. It's a little less crazy, but this again comes from Leticia Valdez.
Oh,
LV.
Yeah, I love LV. Mm-hmm. LV getting some love tonight.
LV, yeah. A little ASL for you. I studied that for a while too. We were talking about languages earlier.
Oh, wow.
About you, not me. So sorry. If you didn't go down this path for your career, what career would you have chosen?
Wow. So if I never had aspirations. Well, when I was a kid, I dreamed of being a neurosurgeon before an actor or a musician, because it just made the most money. Looking at it in hindsight, I think I would be a really good lawyer.
Okay.
I also think that I would do real estate. I also come from a family of business. My mom and dad didn't do so well, but the other side of my family, they come from a family of business. So I probably would have gotten into real estate, owning my own business. My grandfather owns a jewelry shop, so maybe I would have, done some entrepreneur work. So definitely business. I'd have to say business.
Okay, very good. Great question, by the way. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? And this comes from, the name is actually Saintgnue, at Rocklike McCovey. Mecca, we butchered your name, sorry.
Sorry. Hey, Saintgnue.
We still appreciate it, yeah.
Trust me, I get it.
Yeah.
If I could, the first thing that came to my mind would be the power to persuade people's thoughts, almost like, and with a mystique quality, though, like change and, that, or to fly. Either one of those, but I feel like there's such a power in, what if you could persuade anyone's thoughts?
I think you already have that power, actually. I mean, you convinced me to start working out, and you really didn't bring it up. So, it's just in those eyes, just, hey, you know. Which would be great for business, by the way, too.
Exactly.
Very business-minded there, Cody. This one's actually from one of my new fans who is actually, I don't know if you're familiar with the Ochoa boys.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I know Ryan Ochoa. We're pretty,
So you know the
friends.
whole Ochoanizer phenomena. Oh, okay. Well, they have their fans. Your fans are Wolfies. Their fans are Ochoanizers.
Oh.
And somehow I've been inducted into the Ochoa family, which I.
Come to the Wolfies.
Yeah.
Come
I
with a
probably
pack of
will after
wolves.
this. Your fans are gonna be like, "You're a Wolfie now."
You're a Wolfie now.
It's sort of like a country club. You do have to pay dues and stuff like that.
You do,
which is it's great.
Yeah.
They got great drinks there. I don't know what I'm talking about. But no, this is from Tejan Ochoanizer, at Tejan Tamer.
Mm-hmm.
She wrote, if you could write a book, what would you call it, and what would it be about?
Wow. I can't think of a title off the top of my head, but maybe the first two words that came to my mind was "Your Life, Your Choice."
Okay.
But that sounds too dark. That's too But
Your life, your choice.
Right, yeah. So I'd think of something a lot more uplifting. It would be maybe an autobiography mixed with but more like an inspirational book. Maybe stories of maybe it would be a cumulative of my stories mixed with stories that I've heard of friends, inspirational stuff. It would definitely be I don't want to say a self-help book, but it would be a very positive. You'd feel recharged after reading it. I really think part of my purpose in this world is to give back and to inspire and make people feel good. That's what I want to do. So that's what I would hope my book would represent.
See, you're a lot deeper than me. If I were asked the question, I'd just say I'd write a coloring book.
Yeah,
you're
into the color. Hey.
That's the next thing, the Splat coloring book. No, very cool, very cool.
Yeah.
I think I'm tapped out of questions if you want to...
Yeah, sure.
We just asked this question this morning. Let's find some... Let's take a quick commercial break. We've probably hit our... Okay. We'll be right back with more tweets on Splat Chat.
You have boring hair. We are not impressed. Fix it with Splat Color Gel. There. That's better. 5 shades of awesome. SplatHairColor.com.
The way I see it, I went to a red carpet recently, and I had a lot of fun, and there was a lot of great people, but I just can't do red carpets. You know what I mean? Me personally, as my interview style doesn't fit it.
Yeah.
Because you have to do these quick bits.
Yeah.
And I like to get a chance to... There's a lot I don't know about you. You know what I mean? So it's I like having a chat.
Yeah.
On Splat Chats, where the chats are brought to you by Splat. What's a good tweet?
One of them said, "What's your hobby?"
Yes, that's a good question.
What are my hobbies? And that is from Hills Carver. Some of my hobbies: I love Muay Thai. I love martial arts. I love meditating. I love sports. I love football, basketball. Those are my hobbies. I'd say I like style. I like clothes too. I like fashion. I like keeping up with that. I like reading. I like writing. Anything artsy.
One thing I was actually going to ask you about is Muay Thai.
Yeah.
My knowledge of Muay Thai doesn't go past the fact that I know it means very Thai in Spanish.
What does it mean? What is it?
Oh yeah, it's probably. I know it doesn't mean very Thai, what's it? Because I've seen you I'm a cheese ball.
I love it.
My followers depend on me being a cheese ball. What? Tell me about Muay Thai. How's it different?
Muay Thai is one of the most lethal, deadliest styles of martial arts because it's not a self-defense. It's actually a very aggressive technique, and it is the science of 8 limbs. meaning your head, your elbows, your fist, your knees, your feet, your shins, and each of them are its own weapon. And you'll see a lot of MMA fighters carry a strong background of Muay Thai, and it's a great way to stay cut, stay in shape, and it's definitely helped me with just acting in general, and I like Muay Thai. It's dope.
Have you? How proficient in Muay Thai are you?
I'm pretty good.
I mean, is there belts like karate?
There's no belts. There's no belts in Muay Thai. You just go in a ring
Suspenders,
and fight.
right?
Yeah.
No, okay.
Exactly. No, I mean...
Going around, sorry, you go in a ring and fight. I gotta do my shtick, so... Boo! Thank you. I need that.
Yeah.
You were, sorry, you go in a ring and fight, and...
It's really just about who's gonna win.
Oh, okay.
There's actually a very barbaricness to it, and it's literally one of the most deadly ones. I mean, it's up there with Krav Maga. It's very lethal. I mean, we're talking elbows coming at your face.
Wow.
So it's a pretty exciting, fun, and intense style, and I don't recommend it for a lot of people.
Do not try this at home.
Do not try it.
Now, sounds silly, but have you ever had to use Muay Thai? You've been in a situation where a no means no situation. No. No!
You know what? It's funny. I mean, being a street kid growing up, I definitely got into my fair share of scraps. One
Really?
could say, yeah. I was a street kid. I was a very loving kid. I came into this world very loving, but I also had a lot of aggression. I used to be very aggressive.
Yeah.
And, that carried with me all the way up until I was, 18, 19. It's only been these last... not very aggressive. It was just, and it's not like I would go looking to start anything, but, there's a power in taking the high road, and just when people say stuff to you, you don't have to react. You're allowing them to affect you. And I used to, very much as a lot of youthful teenagers do, I'd let it affect me. And, I've definitely, I've been in some situations, one could say.
Has what's the Muay Thai equivalent of sensei or whatever?
What's the Muay Thai sensei?
Yeah.
I would say champions, people who win tournaments.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of tournament fighting. There's not
your master, your trainer.
Who's my master trainer?
Yeah, what do they call them in Muay Thai?
I don't know, to be honest. It's a lot less honoring.
Oh, okay.
It's not as like Taekwondo and I think karate. They're
Yeah.
very they have you earn each belt. This one it's a lot less like that. You learn from someone who's won multiple tournaments and who's a champion, and that's your sensei, I guess.
So you saying that you were... Oh, the reason why I ask is you were a scrapper before.
I was a little scrapper.
You're a little scrapper, a little scrappy there.
Yeah.
Little scrappy Cody
pistol.
Saintgnue here. Don't you know? Sorry. Comes out to me sometimes too. Get it from my mother.
Me.
Yeah. Basically, trainer came to you and said, you lack discipline, and now you are... I will not fight you.
That's hilarious. No. I did it for acting, actually, because
okay.
I was told that someone... from multiple people that they see me doing action films and TV, and that they highly recommend me taking martial arts, and it was also just a good way to keep me focused and keep my emotions and just centered and focused.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, as an actor, could you potentially be risking... Actor and a model, mind you, getting decked in the face?
All the time.
Yeah.
My mother, I think it slowly cries every time I go to Muay Thai practice and prays.
Have you broken your nose?
No, actually. The worst thing that's ever happened was a football accident, and I got a concussion from hitting someone so hard.
Dang.
And I broke their pelvis.
Well, I know recently, too, you had to wear glasses for a while because you had an accident.
I did. I had an eye surgery accident.
What happened?
Not to get into another sad story, but I had a cigarette put into my left eye when I was 2.
Really?
So I'm actually kind of blind, not super blind. I mean, I can't really read out of it. So but I'm definitely pretty blind in one eye, and so I went to a music event, and long story short, my eye couldn't take the lights, and my retina detached, and they had to go and like reattach it essentially.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's intense.
Yeah. It was.
When did this happen to you? The cigarette in the eye.
I was 2 years old. And my mom was, I believe she was, high on something, and she was with her boyfriend at the time, not my father.
Mm-hmm.
They were arguing, and I don't think they were paying attention, and I walked right into the cigarette, and we didn't have the money to do anything, so we couldn't fix the side of it, and knock on wood, thank a higher power, it healed. I didn't get an infection, so I didn't have to completely lose the eye.
Yeah.
But I was 2 years old when that happened.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. I was a little street kid, man.
yeah, wow. That's intense. Sorry I asked. No, I'm just joking.
Gene, wow.
Yeah. No, I'm just joking.
We get deep here on Splat Chats.
I like, and this is exactly what I wanted, like, with the show, not to speak poorly of anybody else who does interviews, but I didn't want to have a show where it was like, the interviews you see on the DVD for movies, What was it like to work with this person? Oh, it was great. It's hard to keep up with them, and da-da-da. It's like, I want to know what's going on with you people.
Give me the rawness. Give me the rawness. Like, I feel it. You want to feel their depth. Who are they?
Yeah,
Totally.
Because you guys go beyond just, people that we fangirl over.
Mm-hmm.
I say we, collectively, including myself. I'm containing my fangirl, my inner fangirl. But inside, there's a girl screaming, Cody Saintgnue, oh my god! Yeah. But anyway, I do appreciate, that you could open up to me like that.
Yeah, no, I do. Thanks, and it's cool. I haven't had too many interviews yet. I've started to get a bunch now, but it's cool. It's really cool to be on here, and I share my story to
And you got a pretty powerful story too.
Yeah.
I said that earlier in the interview, but like seriously, like they could make a movie off of your story. I see why you want to write an autobiography now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've definitely been working with some people on that, and it's gonna be long in the making, but
I'd say wait at least until you're 50.
Oh yeah.
For the autobiography.
No, seriously, yeah. Really, honestly, yeah. That because I do plan on producing and directing later in my career.
Really?
And oh yeah.
What type of movies do you want to produce?
I have no idea.
No idea.
I just know that I will direct at some point.
Oh, okay. I mean, like any genre in particular, or like action, or.
I'm thinking drama. First thing that came was like drama, like Scorsese type, maybe very dramatic, maybe action, and I don't know.
Mm.
I know that directing will be a part of my life.
Very cool.
Yeah.
We got to get back to the Twitter and the fan stuff, but before I do want to, I know somebody asked this, but I actually am really curious. What is your top 3 favorite movies? And I'm saying top 3 because I don't expect anyone to ever commit to one. And also, this isn't set in stone. This is going out on the interwebs, as the kids are calling it these days. I guess at the moment,
Raging Bull.
Okay, good.
Silver Linings. Oh man, between two. I really liked this last X-Men movie.
Mm-hmm.
So sick. Or Maleficent.
Ah, okay. I've not seen either.
Maleficent was so cool, and Angelina Jolie was so cool. Like it was just so awesome. I loved Maleficent. I loved it. Yeah. I like those.
So those are your top 3, or we could do 4.
Yeah. I'm trying to.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Why does it have to be a trio?
Yeah. I'll leave with those 3.
Yeah, you don't want a third wheel. Let's get 4.
Yeah. 3. 2's company, 3's a party. Right.
Exactly. Ding. My wonderful assistant JoJo. How you doing, JoJo? Whoop 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 whoop.
Ohio.
Akron.
Akron.
Ohio.
Cincinnati. Hey.
Temecula.
Get out. Yeah. Yeah. You get it.
I'm not close enough. I went back to Michigan a few years ago. It's like I'm not feeling it. I like California.
Yeah.
I love you, Michiganders. Though don't get it twisted, yo. Okay.
Michigan.
But yes, he's signaling to me that we do need to go to a break real quick here. We'll be right back with maybe some fan mail. You want to do next?
Think we're gonna pull out some fan mail.
And also, before you hit the stop button there is a new segment on the show that I want to try out with you. You're my guinea pig.
Ooh!
It's called the Rorschach test. Sorry. Cross fuse there. It's essentially the ink blot test.
Oh.
I want to know where you what's going on inside of Cody's head.
Oh, jeez.
So.
We're gonna get lost in a frickin' labyrinth.
I can't wait. Coming up on Splat Chats, where the chats are brought to you by Splat Hair Color, that is. Splat Chats is proudly brought to you by Splat Hair Color. Bold color in a box.
That's a Teen Wolf bag.
Get a bag of sweet too.
Thanks, Edward.
Welcome back to Splat Chats. I almost tripped, fell right over Cody, like, oh, look what happened to my ex.
That was hilarious.
Gonna be like,
I laughed,
what's
actually.
going on with Adam? No,
Is it weird that I laugh when people are in pain sometimes?
No, I think it's a good thing.
Shout out to MTV's Ridiculousness.
Oh, yeah. So,
Yeah.
you have a bag
I have a bag
full
of fan mail.
Fan
mail.
You familiar with TLC?
Tender Love and Care?
Yes. Well, not, TLC, like the music TLC.
No.
Oh, really? No?
No.
Oh, they had wasn't that TLC?
That had what?
They had that song Fan Mail?
I think so. I don't know. Was that Christina?
Come on,
Aguilera?
Joe.
Waterfall?
Come on, Joe, come
The
through!
late 90s was your heyday.
I wasn't a huge TLC fan.
Fan
And the
mail.
cat's out of the bag.
Shout out, anyone tweet at us if you know what I'm talking about. I know someone out there
TLC
is gonna
fan
know. Yeah. Anyway.
Well,
Rest in peace,
I can
my
tell
friend.
you about the Cody Saintgnue fan mail.
Uh-huh.
And I've brought it in this awesome bag, and I keep it in this bag.
Oh, you got a TLC bag.
I do have it. The producers gave it to me. It was so
Nice.
nice. It was so nice. They gave me a really sweet note on it too.
Oh, right.
Everyone in the cast got one. And so yeah, I just thought I would bring this fan mail
Dang.
and just
Man.
let it shine through and be known. I mean, it's literally like I hope this doesn't make me sound like a little wuss, but I almost got like a little emotional reading these.
I just found a Post-it note, and this has the most hilarious message on it.
Oh yeah.
Can I just take a second to read?
Yes.
Very important. What's the youngest you would date? Because what is that?
To be honest,
Oh,
TBH.
TBH. I would wait if I wasn't old enough for you. Lol. I love you, babe. Daisy Saintgnue.
What's that say?
These are things I forgot to add into the letter. You don't have to answer that.
Yeah,
on
no,
camera,
yeah. I'm sorry, yeah.
He is 21, ladies and gentlemen.
I am
so
21. But, I wanted to take a second, I'm not going to read any of it because, the business between me and the fans are private. What they write me is private.
Sorry.
Oh, well. Except for
I
this
did
one.
ask for
This
permission.
is a different, yeah, this one's okay.
You were like, no. How dare you? It's a federal offense.
But,
to mail.
the stuff that they draw me is so cute. It's so nice. There's a drawing in here somewhere.
93 is when you were born?
Yeah.
So that's why it's hard to pronounce. I now see how it's spelled.
Saintgnue. Cody Saintgnue. No.
Yeah, there's drawings. I mean, it's like beautiful. Like, it's so sweet. People like actually take time to do that, and you know, it's crazy because
nice.
I know it's so sweet. And I love it, and you know, they share very personal stuff with me. I mean, there's girls that, you know, write me letters and they say, like, there's times where I've, you know, thought about self-harming myself. I've had a past of it, but like, I see your inspirational tweets all the time and you're always spreading positivity, and it makes me smile, makes me happy, and makes me not want to do that stuff. And you know, there's girls you know, talking to me, they know I was adopted, and like, you know, I wasn't adopted, but you know, my parents went through a divorce and it really affected me. And you know, seeing the, you know, what you say on Twitter, just, it really does get me through the day. And like, it was like seriously some of the most rewarding, like, that's why I said I got a little emotional reading it. And you know, I think when life, you know, hands, you know, one stuff like I've been handed, I think it's only appropriate to give it back. And so that's, you know, I love the fan mail, and I've read all of them.
Yeah. As I said, that's a lot of pressure when you hear stuff like that from fans. Like, probably takes you back a little bit, you know?
It does. I mean, it's, you know, at the end of the day, it does take me back, but not in a bad way at all. Like, it's like, you know, it's flattering that they would, you know, open up to me about that. And you know, I've written out already. I literally already have my responses written out and their Twitters on my phone.
Nice.
And you know, it is a lot sometimes. Sometimes it's like, whoa, and it is a lot of pressure. But you know, with great power comes great responsibility, and I welcome that responsibility to the best that one can, you know, humanly do.
Absolutely. Now, at this point in your career, do you have like TMZ ever following you around, or do you have anybody, paparazzi?
I wouldn't say they like stalk me yet, but if we both happen to be out and about, yeah, I'll definitely see some people taking pictures. Like, people definitely recognize me now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I definitely get my picture asked for, or you know, out and about recognized, but I don't get stalked yet.
Oh, okay. So it's nothing overwhelming.
No.
You know, you haven't reached the Bieber status
No.
yet of just get
Poor
off
Bieber,
of
dude.
my jock.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel for that kid.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean,
my hat goes off to him. He is a very young man. I don't want to say boy because that sounds disrespectful, but he is. He's a kid still.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, I'm a very private person. I'm very open, but I have a very huge private side to me.
Mm-hmm.
And the stuff that, you know, that gets shoved in his face, I mean, you don't. I've looked at specific things of what the paparazzi say to him. You think, what could someone that has all that money in the world and fame and, you know, good looks and talent, what could someone say? I mean, the stuff that they say to him is so disgusting and rude. Yeah. And I'm like, I'd have done check someone if I heard some of the stuff that they were saying. So, you know, I definitely think people just need to leave him alone, to be honest. He's a kid.
Well, and that's
these are grown men with wives and kids. Yeah. Probably either around his age or younger, saying the most crudest of things, and it's just like, I just don't think it's right.
Yeah. I mean,
that's just my opinion.
He's made some mistakes, but yeah, absolutely.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, everybody makes mistakes. You know, he is a kid, and you know, it's sad because, you know, you are held to a higher responsibility.
Mm-hmm. You're our betters, essentially, as one friend referred to it. Yeah,
and it's sad, but that's you know, this is the life you chose, and
there's no going back now.
There's no going back. I mean, well, you could.
Yeah, you definitely could.
If you want to lose it all.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, in history, right now you are Brett Talbot. You know, I'm not. You know, the cool thing about your role is it doesn't look like a role that can typecast you. You know what I'm saying? You won't always be that, but you know, there's no changing that now. You're on television. It's a fascinating thing I think about all the time. Like, what is that like? You know?
It's crazy. It's so weird. It's not weird. I mean, a good weird. It's like you're watching yourself on a national television that has like a 2 million person audio, you know, viewing, and it's crazy. It's nuts. And, you know, I don't think it'll pigeonhole me. I'm working on a spec pilot right now, and it's, you know, I'll be playing a kid who has autism. And so, you know...
don't give me too much information.
No, I'm allowed to say that.
I don't want to get in trouble. Okay.
No, I'm allowed to say that. I'm allowed to say that. So, you know, but, you know, we'll see. I think it's going to be, you know, a very good year.
Well, and that's why I was thinking, too, like, you know, right now you do have it made because you're in just the right position where you're, and me and Joe were talking about this in the car on the way over here, like, you know, you're not likely to be typecast as this one character. You know, the world is literally right now your oyster. So I hope you like
awesome.
shellfish.
Yeah, I do. That's awesome. I mean, you know, I like to think the same as well. You know, again though, at the same time, I wouldn't mind being typecasted as this as of now.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
either way really works. I mean, I love working on the show. It literally nothing makes me happier. And you know, it's, you know, if I get typecast, you know, I get typecast, and I feel like if one does though, if you have, I don't want to say talent, but you know, the knowledge and ability to break out of that, you know, you can, and you just gotta wait for the right opportunity.
Right.
Not rush things.
Yeah. There's definitely nothing wrong with being typecast, absolutely. But it just gives
work.
you... yeah, I mean, you know, you're 21 now, so in 9 years you can play your lawyer.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. And I'm thankful I didn't make it as a kid. Like, say if I soared off right after House.
Yeah.
Like I thought I was going to have, I was a little egotistical, I was like, all right, I booked House, I got a nice paycheck, the jobs must come in, and then the universe had a way of humbling me, saying, no, they're not for two and a half years. Yeah, and I waited. And then
I like to think
came.
the universe is like coddling, like Mammy, you know.
Yeah.
You gonna wait, sugar child.
No.
Sorry.
That's hilarious.
Where did I go for 2 minutes? And that's fascinating too, because now I imagine you've met some people who've had success from an early age.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure they're nice people. Do you have anything to speak to that? I mean,
just like what they went through or what they're going through.
Well, I mean, kind of what you said. You're glad you didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I look at some of them and it's like, you know, this business business in general is big about momentum and building that momentum, and you know, and peaks. Mm-hmm. You have your peaks, and it's like, you know, how does one, when you reach a peak and made such an impression on the world, how do you recreate that impression in a whole new way and just as powerful, if not ideally better? Mm-hmm. And you know, it's, again, I think it's about, the best advice I could give, what I've learned, is understanding where you are in your life and how can you put that into your art, because at that time in your life you were in a different place, and your art in some way, whether you believe it or not, replicated that. Yeah. So if you're in another place in your life and you're older, what are you going through now? Because it will be different, because we are constantly evolving, and I think it's about getting the right team to capture that and make it in a cool, fun, exciting way.
And I think that's why it's smart, too, that you have aspirations of producing and directing in the future, because you can grow, you know, when you gain more life experience, too, especially, like, you can definitely develop that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you'll probably, I'm going to guess, like most of us, you're going to be in a different place in 10 years, in 14, 15 years, whatever.
Yeah. Not going to be just in the same exact
this
building. No.
Right. You're actually a clone.
I'm a
there's actually
clone.
like 10 Codys in the closet over there.
No, they're in a frozen laboratory.
Yeah.
Anyway, I wasn't supposed to tell anyone about that.
Oh, shoot. Joe, we're not going to make it home.
Can you
You're done.
Told you, now I got it.
Break the camera. Just the audio track remains. It's found years later. Yeah.
No! I didn't know it was no! Come here!
What? Yeah, what happened? What happened? We just transported to a different dimension.
Different characters.
You're in a dimension. This is a bad Twilight Zone episode. Which, if you have the Netflix and you like classic things, those are pretty entertaining. I'm going to throw that out there. We're going to read a letter. This one is from...
Yeah, this is from Kaylee Gatto, Gatto. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Gato. This was one that I enjoyed all of them equally. This one, stood out to me a little bit, though. She said, "Dear Cody, my name is Kaylee, and I'm not only a huge fan of yours, but I'm a huge fan of Teen Wolf. I'm going into my freshman year of college, and I chose to take a theater class. My dream would be an actress on the show, but the worst feeling I have is knowing I will probably never get the chance. You're such an inspiration to me, and I truly envy you for getting the chance to be a new cast member on Teen Wolf. I love the role that you play as Brett, and I can't wait to see your real personality shine through your character as your character grows." And then she went into a very sweet segment. She said, "Be grateful for the opportunities you've been given. I would give anything in the world to be on Teen Wolf. Every time I see the Wolf Watch show and see the alphas of the week, I see the amazing things that they can do and that they get, and I wish I had the ability of something creative like that they've shown. I've written a few other members like Dylan O'Brien, but with you it's different. I've followed you on social media before you were on Teen Wolf, and before you even seemed like an ordinary person, and by ordinary I mean grateful for your fans and the things in your life. I do hope I get the chance to hear back from you, as I do think you are such an amazing person and an actor. Thank you for the time and being with you. I truly wish there were more people in this world like yourself. I can't wait to see you as Brett and grow on the show, and I will forever be a fan of yours. Love always, Kaylee Gatto."
Can I tell you something? I'm actually Kaylee Gatto.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
The cat's out of the bag. Zipper.
Please be on Teen Wolf. No, I'm just joking. That's a very sweet letter.
I don't want to say something so sweet, and then I was like,
yeah, I totally killed the momentum. I'm sorry, Kaylee. That is a very nice and heartfelt letter.
Yeah, it was. It was so sweet. And so, it was, as a response, though, to Kaylee, you can, if anyone was a situation to say, you, as cliche and cheesy it sounds, you really can do anything, and you've already taken the right steps by taking a theater class, and you're already training. And I trained my ASS off.
Good thing I can't spell.
My ass off, literally, in acting and the business, and seriously, you really can do anything. Just work hard from the heart and watch everything you want to start.
That is true. I mean, yeah, it may seem cliche, but the only thing that's gonna stop you is you. So you can do anything you want.
Seriously.
Sometimes it's easier for other people because there's always that opportunity thing, but just go for it, Kaylee. We'll be right back with Splat Chats and Cody Saintgnue. Holla!
I'm the distraction, electric reaction, the holy shoot and the OMG. There's nobody else like me. Splat, rebellious colors for your hair and attitude. Splat, splathaircolor.com.
Welcome back, by the way, Splatheads.
Oh, so cool. It's literally so cool. Seriously, it's so cool.
Yeah, we're called Splat Chats because we make splat hair color. You put it on your head. It looks pretty. I actually met Cody at a party that Splat put on with Popstar Magazine, and he was getting blue Splat hair chalk put on his head, and he looked so fantastic, I had to stop him. We'll just let the phone ring.
People calling about Splat
Jamie's
Chat.
like, they won't get out of the conference. Poor Jamie. Thank you. Shout out to Jamie Phillips.
TBD.
She's your publicist.
Yeah, that's my publicist. I love her so much.
She's the best.
She's the best.
You were getting, okay. So you were getting Midnight Blue, and I believe you're getting mint candy put in your hair as well.
Ooh.
Which
I do remember this.
Yeah, I brought blue and sugar plum for you, and
Ooh.
these are gifts from us.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. This stuff is permanent. I know
Oh, it's
you're an
permanent,
actor. Yeah. This is not, of course, the Splat hair chalk. We just wanted you to have some. If you have a friend who wants blue hair, by all means.
You know what's funny is Dylan Sprayberry on the show went through a little after we shot everything. He went through a blue hair phase.
Really?
So maybe I'll have to
By all
give
means.
this to Dylan Sprayberry because we both. I think he saw my blue hair and I think he really liked it. And then he came to a rap party and he had blue hair and I was like, oh, like, you know, is it washed out? He was like, no. I was like, what?
No.
I was like, okay, so you know, but I may even use it. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, I know one thing they all asked me was, you know, at the Popstar magazine, like, is this stuff permanent? I'm like, no. This stuff comes out.
It's
like,
so cool. No, I mean, I'll tell you, I genuinely really love the Splat Chat chalk because, you know, if you're ever, you know, I think it's always good just to change up your look. When you change something, and whether it's an accessory, a hat, your hair color, you know, it gives you a new, like, confidence, you know, refreshing, and, you know, I think Splat Chat is Splat Chat.
Splat hair
chalk.
color.
Yeah, Splat hair color. No, seriously, it, you know, it stays in, it looks really cool. It's like that dope type of vibrant blue and purples, and then you can wash it out.
Yeah,
It's cool.
You looked I mean, you're wearing blue today. You've got sort of greenish bluish eyes, so
Yeah.
I think it's blue. I mean, it just popped.
Yeah, that was sick.
Let's interview that guy. I'm glad I did because now I'm here. The next product our company's Develop Plus. And Develop Plus is like the umbrella company over Splat. We also just came out with Make It Healthy. I actually met the Ochoa boys because of this product. Yes, they were at the Popstar magazine party and we were handing samples of this out. And they emailed us like a month or two later, like, could I have some more of that? I'm like, yeah, come on the show, I'll give you a bunch.
What does it do?
It basically is like a leave-in conditioner. So like you get out of the shower, or you know, you're about to comb your hair and it's wet and you just put it in and it makes combing so much easier.
Really?
It's like chapstick for your hair, basically.
Wow.
Because it's like, it's going to
My hair's got like a
moisturize
little
it.
like poof thing going, so like this might do it some good to like help shine out the poof.
Absolutely. Definitely got to
That's so
shine
cool.
out that poof.
I will try that. No, seriously. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's, people get addicted to that. So
Wow.
if you need more, email me. I'll
Yeah.
gladly send some to you.
Totally.
Now this is anti-aging hair treatment system.
Wow.
Don't let the anti-aging part throw you off.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay young
You're trying
and
to
keep my
stay-
career vibrant.
Forever young. We probably don't have the rights to that song, so that's all we
yeah.
can afford.
You can get 4 words.
4
Half a
words.
melody.
Yeah, half a melody, yeah. So, yeah, this is not just for your grandma. I actually use this. I ran out and I need to replenish my stock. It says it'll make your hair shiny in 2 weeks. Nah, this is going to make your hair shiny immediately. And
Really?
don't just take my word for it. I don't know if you're too young for reading Rainbow, but
I know that phrase.
check it out for yourself. JoJo knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
All
lit.
the time.
Hold on, hold it.
Story of my vida, which is Spanish
For
my life. My life.
That's hilarious.
No,
That's really cool.
it's a shampoo. It's like a clarifying shampoo that washes all the gunk out.
I swear to you. Okay, this is so weird. It's the way the universe works.
Synchronicity.
Story. Oh my god, seriously. I just ran out of shampoo this morning.
Oh.
And I was thinking, I don't have a lot. This is so weird. I'm not even bullshitting this for this product. I was like, I need something to get the gunk out. And that was like the word that I use. Because I like to wear a lot of hair products. I
Oh,
crazy,
yeah.
Hairdo. So this is so fun.
Yeah, no, this is the first step is a clarifying shampoo, which is going to completely cleanse your hair. Let me tell you, Cody, about this hair shampoo.
Well, let me
okay?
listen here.
It's going to completely clean out the gunk in your hair, okay? That's step 1, mind you. We haven't even gotten to step 2. Step 2 is it's called Restore, okay? Because it is a restoring mask, which is going to make your hair shine, okay?
I like the sound of that.
And the peptide amino acid in this...
You want to try that again?
yeah. No, okay, in all seriousness.
Yeah.
Yes, you put it in, you leave the mask on for 5 minutes, and then it's gonna moisturize your hair. And then the last step, it's like kind of like Make It Healthy. you put the bottle number 3 in your hair, like a leave-in conditioner, and I used it, and granted I had hair color in my hair when I did it, but people were like, did you change your hair color? And I'm like, no. It was like, it is shiny. And I'm not just saying that because we make it. I'm serious.
Wow. It looks really amazing. I love the packaging. It's really cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Try it out. Let me know what you think. And then finally, we have Splat hair gel. We just changed the packaging. This is the new packaging. This is the older one.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, we're... so, if you find either one, that's the one. But I know you like blue. This is Cold as Ice.
It's cool.
And this is Mr. Pink. And this is Light My Fire.
These are, I have to tell you, your advertising for these are so cool. Like, the way you, like, done the color and the, like, word choices, like, it's so fun.
I've got to give props to my creative director.
They're great. That's what I was just about to ask. Yeah, whoever that is, they do a fabulous job. Like, I think it's perfect. Like, I think it's so cool.
Yeah, she's Mrs. Typeface and, font, and, she does all that.
It's so cool.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. So these are your gifts, Cody. Try them out.
Sweet. That's so nice.
If you like them.
Thank you. I will.
And now we are going to dive in. I believe this is probably going to be the show wrap-up. In fact, let's, so we make sure we have enough time here. We're gonna go to a commercial real quick. This was one long, giant commercial, but we're going to give you another one. We're going to go to the commercial real quick here, and we're going to come back with the Rorschach test. That's all.
We'll try that again?
Yeah, that Red Bull is kicking in. I'm just like, bing, bam, boom, let's do this. Splat Chats, where the chats are brought to you by Splat. Let's pretend like we came back with some theme music. Da-da-da-da-da, Splat Chats, da-da-da. Welcome back to Splat Chats, ladies and gentlemen. I got Cody Saintgnue. Cody Saintgnue. Codinizer. Here with me, again, we are going to do the ink block test. I believe it's the Rorschach test. I keep saying chest. Such a monster chest. It keeps coming in my subconscious. Weird. Freudian slip. Let's move on.
That's hilarious.
This was developed, I think, in the 1960s as a way of, or earlier, correct me if I'm wrong, at Twitter world, as a way of gauging a psychological profile on a person. It's since
this is
been,
cool. I love stuff like this.
I hate to kill it by saying it's since been debunked, but it's still fun. And today, I'm going to bring you, this is the most famous one of his. Now, when you see this, what do you see?
First thing I thought was a bat.
A bat. Okay. It's very bat-like. I'm going to just go on record saying that a lot of these remind me of Georgia O'Keeffe paintings, and I won't say any more from there. I don't know if you're familiar with art.
That's awesome.
To anyone who knows Georgia O'Keeffe's work, you'll know what I'm talking about here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I get bat as well. Bat, I don't know, hanging upside down too, right? If you look at it this way. I don't know, it could be both ways.
I also see that, and is it a demon? I also see a demon.
Okay,
See a demon.
Mothman is what you see, JoJo? Okay, so
I also see a tiger owl. Tiger shark owl.
Tiger shark owl, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably healthier than seeing a demon.
Yeah, I also see a little...
Sure.
Looks a little demonic.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Very good. I'm supposed to be the therapist. I can't be judgmental.
Yeah, don't judge me.
Yeah. This is a safe area, Cody. We're just talking. We're just safe, you know. What do you see here?
An evil pumpkin.
You know what's funny? I see pumpkin too. Jojo?
Yeah, it looks like he with a long nose.
Yeah.
Say
Oh yeah.
An evil pumpkin or an eagle?
Evil.
Okay.
Evil, like in ma ha 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 ha.
Oh,
evil.
okay. I didn't know if it was like a hybrid.
He's like smiling. He just did something.
Yeah, he's
up
just
to something.
yeah.
His nose is like way down.
He's got the little lying Pinocchio thing going, mixed with some evil smirks.
Gotcha. Okay, pumpkin. Yeah, I'm gonna go for pumpkin. Yeah, there's the eyes. This is the mouth. In Twitterverse, feel free to, tell us what you think as well. And the last one. What do you see?
Steve Baldwin.
Steve Baldwin.
Just kidding. Oh, you! That's so you. Like, well, kind of.
I don't know. I'm flattered. I see a sunset personally.
That's for sure you.
I mean, there's no wrong answer to this, Cody.
No, but he needs more hair. But that's for sure. That's you.
That's very interesting that you see that. Very interesting. Has me talking to you for the last 2 hours, I'm just now permanently embedded in your subconscious?
I think so. I think he's burned into my psyche conscious.
Yeah, I see sunset. Yeah. Sunset.
You see sunset, yeah?
Sunset, yeah. But, yeah, thanks.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So, anyway, Jojo, did you see me in this?
That scares me. That's all I'm going to say is that picture scares me.
Huh. Well, I mean, this is why we do this, is to find out more about the subject. I did.
He's flagging us.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Anyway, welcome to Splat. Welcome. Wow, going back in time. Thank you for watching Splat Chats, where the chats are brought to you by Splat hair color, that is. I've enjoyed my discussion here with Cody Saintgnue. Any final shout-outs, anything that fans should be watching out for before we go?
Yeah, no, just stay tuned, and I'm very excited for what's going to be happening. I can't speak of much, and I love you guys so much, and thank you for supporting.
Thank you very much, guys. Remember to subscribe to us on YouTube at youtube.com/splatcolor. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/splathaircolor. And follow us on Twitter at splathaircolor. Also follow me on Twitter at AdamTheAdmin or on Instagram at AdamTheAdmin. I don't need to plug Cody because he's got 24,000 followers. No, follow him at Cody Saintgnue.
Yep.
24,001.
And And Twitter, I don't know if it's already happened, but please verify this man. I vouch for him. Me and Twitter, we're like that. Hang tight.
Yeah?
So,
That's awesome.
Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you on the next Splat Chats. Woo!
Team Wolf.
Team Wolf. All right.
Awesome. Dope.